We're at Shasta College and talking with David Eppinger. And they have a School of Agriculture. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, they have a degree program here in agriculture, so that way, and various degrees, to try to, give a lot of the community around here, which is, is a big agricultural community around here, give them, opportunities and the ability to, pursue that career and to really hopefully improve the state of our agriculture. And after discovering water and discovering how important it is in agriculture, that's something that really touched me and made me want to be a part of this growing, I don't want to call it trend, but this
movement.
It's really a movement. Exactly.
It's an event, as I see it. I won't call it an imperative, but because I'm not calling it, you're free to think of it that way.
Exactly.
But the point is, current farming practices are missing a whole bunch of benefit by having this commodity view of what water is, okay, and thinking that simply if it's wet, if it's H2O, so to speak. Water is never H2O. Water is H2O plus whatever is in it.
Exactly.
And essentially, whatever's in that water could actually retard and bring down your effects, actually increase costs, increase the amount of inputs that you have to put down, because a lot of them are getting clogged up and accumulated in the pipes and they never get it to the soil, or the water is evaporating and it never gets, there's a lot of waste happening that because you don't see it or don't understand it, people aren't talking about.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is the trends continue to go worse unless you start looking at it and seeing what can you do that's different.
Exactly.
And that's where you had the college has been open to looking at this. Is that correct?
That's right, yeah. So I started just taking a sustainable agriculture class here just to kind of get my feet wet and try to, meet some of the people on campus here, some of the people in the agriculture department. And after taking that class and really seeing how they are acknowledging the issues that they're having, but they're not understanding how to do anything about it.
That's right. They don't have a sense of what to do about it. Yes.
Exactly. So my teacher at the time was the head of the farm over here, and me and her got really close, and I exposed her to some of this information, and she encouraged me to, to test it and see. And so we worked out a way where I could essentially do some trial runs with hydroponics and growing.
Right.
And we grew 3 different varieties of lettuce. We did arugula, we did spring mix, and then we did butter lettuce. And we did about, it was 288 plants in our sites, and the results we saw were really incredible, from how all of the seeds basically germinated, which was something that, even testing beforehand with the standard water here on campus. And they don't have like horrible water here. They get it from Bella Vista. So they get it, directly from like natural sources. And from their Bella Vista spring over here. And when we would germinate seeds, we'd probably get maybe like 50% of them would germinate,
Wow, okay.
Typically.
Even on spring water.
And on their,
okay.
on their spring water here. But when we did the trials with the Vortex unit, I want to say it was above 90%. And the ones that didn't take, I have a feeling were just probably, they were old seeds anyways, These were expired, so she wasn't even expecting them to be much beyond. She was like, 50% is good, when we were doing the test before. And
when that becomes your norm, then that's what they accept.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
So, yeah, after she saw that germination, she was kind of shocked by that. And seeing the growth of them so rapidly, and then she was sampling and tasting them as she was going along. She was completely shocked by how the difference that, someone who's been growing for 20 plus years of her life, trying all these different methods, and then having something as simple as just changing your water, having that big of an effect. It was really something special, and they're very excited to start the next grow, and they've kind of been on me about, get out here and let's do another trial, just do some more. When I first exposed myself to natural living waters,
Right.
it really highlighted the fact that what I had been drinking before, I don't even know if I could classify as the same substance.
Sure.
Or, as soon as that connection happened with water, I instantly knew that I had to change something and I had to be able to get more of this. And that's kind of how, as I got led down my path of just exploration and understanding, I came across you and your blog, and you were so impactful with how you expressed your passion for water and what it could do for us. And knowing that I needed to have more of that vibrant, beautiful substance in my life, I knew that there was a calling to what it is you were doing, and wanting to expose myself to that. And after trying the Vortex water, through your unit, that's the only water that I've taken in that has given me that same feeling as getting fresh, living, like spring water. And even on some levels, even dare I say even better. Which to me, that's kind of a revelation right there.
I know what you mean.